everybody. I hope everyone had an amazing day today. It was so nice today. I know it started out a little bit cloudy, but me and the boys and a couple friends headed over to Lake Michigan in Grand Haven. And I don't know about you guys, but there's just something that is so surreal about the lake and the water. And just, I feel like, you know, in nature and all that, you just feel a little bit closer to God, right? And you're just so appreciative and thankful. And I was just sitting there just thanking God for, you know, all that he's created and everything. And of course, all the feathers, right? And Max is like, Mom, of course there's going to be feathers everywhere. Look at, there's seagulls. And I'm like, I know, but look at, they're just white feathers everywhere. So it was just really cool to just, you know, keep showing the boys and having them be reminded of that as well. And so Blake was away from me for a couple of days with some friends of ours, and they went to an arcade, and he found this little medicine bag, but it had all these little feathers that came out of it. And so he's like, Mom, I had to buy that for you. He's like, it reminded me of you and, you know, of God's promise. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And then my amazing, awesome husband ended up buying me this really cool necklace. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's feathers on it, and it has Psalm 61:4 that says, I will dwell in your tent forever and take refuge under the shelter of your wings. So it's just so awesome, you guys, to, you know, have all of our friends and family, oh, sorry, there's a bug, being connected and knowing that, you know, God is always with them, and just being that light and having, you know, I know some people are like, well, what's my purpose? Why am I still here? But you know what? Your purpose is to go and share the truth with people every day, or just loving on people and, you know, helping them. Like today, this older couple was trying to pick up a picnic table to move it into the sun. So Nicole and I are like, well, we'll be a blessing and go and help and move that for them. And then this is really cool too. So my neighbor, Ashley, was able to bring her son home, Kyler, today. Finally, they were in the ICU at Helen DeVos, which was a really cool God story, because they actually had their baby at McLaren, and he was having issues with his lungs and had a pneumothorax, which means he had a hole in his lung. So they ended up having to transfer him to Helen DeVos. Well, they weren't even going to transfer him, but Helen DeVos actually was there at McLaren and said, we need to take this boy before this other baby, because he needs our care first. So it was totally an angel, and it was so cool because, you know, with Ashley, I said, you know what, God's got this. Don't worry. You know, angels are protecting you, and it's just so awesome to have God show up and so often, you know, to be there for other people and to see people watch him work. And it was really cool because God put this on my heart today to make him a sign for when Kyler, you know, came home. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, we're supposed to go to the beach, but, you know, and get all this stuff. But of course, God made it right. So I ran to the grocery store, and as I'm checking out, I ran into Ashley's mom, Sherry, and she's like, oh my gosh, she's like, you know, we got to hurry because they're on their way or whatever. And so she ended up getting balloons for their house, and I was able to get the sign. I went over to Sanborn Real Estate, my sister-in-law, of course, to the rescue again. She was there, and she actually had a sign that she's like, well, we're not even going to use this. So I was able to staple the sign on there. But God is so good, right? When he puts something on your heart, he's going to make it work no matter what. So you just go along with it, right? Like, he's the driver and you're just a passenger. So it's so awesome, and knowing that or whatever. But so I know I was saying something else too, and now I can't remember. But anyway, so just be a blessing to other people, right? Like, when you are able to shine your light for other people, that's our purpose, right? To go out and be the hands and feet of Jesus wherever we go. So I just hope you have an amazing, awesome day, and I cannot wait to see what God's going to do for all of us tomorrow. Have a blessed night.